stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. You're the only one who ever made me care. I can't stand to think that I might be alone, not alone again. Oh, not the way it was back then, before you walked into my heart. Told me we would never part, so stand beside me. Don't ever let me be alone again. Stand beside me, stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. You're the only one who ever made me care. Oh. There'll be times when everything goes wrong, but darling, I won't care if I know you're standing there. No matter what we have to do, together we can see it through. So stand beside me, and I'll be standing right there. Everybody, stand beside me, stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. You're the only one who ever made me care. Yes, you're the only one who ever made me care. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to each and every one of you. It's lovely to be here this evening at the Macomb Centre for the Performing Arts, and we're delighted that you're all able to be here with us. We hope some of the songs that we sing will be familiar to you. We are going to do some old ones, but we're going to do some new ones as well. But this next song, well, it's vintage. Want to hear you sing along now? When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will there be rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Everybody, que sera? What? Lovely. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own, and when they ask me, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Thank you. I told you it was vintage. Oh, let's see those hands now. In the night there are sights to be seen. stars like jewels on the crown of a queen. But the only side I want to view is that wonderful picture of you. On a streetcar or in the cafe, all of the evening and most of the day, my mind is in a maze, what can I do? I still see that picture of you. It was last summer I fell in love. My heart told me what to do. I saw you there on the crest of the hill, and I took a little picture of you. Then you were gone like a dream in the night. With you went my heart, my love, and my life. I didn't know your name, what could I do? I only had a picture of you. Oh. Then you were gone like a dream in the night. With you went my heart, my love, and my life. I didn't know your name, what could I do? I only had a picture of you. Oh yeah, that wonderful picture of you. I'm left with a picture of you. Oh yeah, that wonderful picture of you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. This next song, ladies and gentlemen, takes us back to 1987. It was our very first #1 record back at home in Ireland, a big day, and the song, well, it was an oldie, but we made it new for all of us. It goes something like this.
Take good care of her. Take good care of her.
I suppose I ought to say congratulations, for you've won the only girl I've ever loved. But I hurt too much to face the situation. Take good care of her. Take good care of her. Just to be around her was my greatest pleasure. She was everything my future held in store. So remember, when you take my only treasure, take good care of her. Take good care of her. I must accept it. She loves you more than me, but only a little bit. So with my broken heart, I'll bow out gracefully. Please don't send me any wedding invitation, for I couldn't bear to see her there with you. If she's happy, it will be my consolation. So take good care of her. Take good care of her. Mr. Stephen Miller playing the strings, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely Steve. I must accept it. She loves you more than me. So with my broken heart, I'll bow out gracefully. Please don't send me any wedding invitation, for I couldn't bear to see her there with you. If she's happy, it will be my consolation. So take good care of her. Take good care of her. I still love her. Take good care of her. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, keep those hands together. Yeah. I left Ireland and crossed the Atlantic. At home once more there was no work to find. With a heavy heart I had to make that journey, with thoughts of friends and loved ones on my mind. I landed in New York, then traveled southwards, 'cause city life was never meant for me. I think it must have been God's plan to lead me to a little town called Erin, Tennessee. There I felt I was back in my homeland, far across the sea. Oh, I found a little bit of Ireland way down in Tennessee. Oh. Now very soon I met a pretty lady. She set my heart a-whirl and all could see. I wanted her to be my one and only, my southern belle from Erin, Tennessee. As we walked the hills I told her of my homeland, far across the sea. I found love in that little bit of Ireland called Erin, Tennessee. Oh. Oh, you keep playing, Ronnie. I'll do the choreography. We settled on green rolling pastures. It was there that she took my hand, and we lived and we loved and we raised our children far away from my own native land. Now I often tell them of my homeland, far across the sea, but we have a little bit of Ireland here in Tennessee. Yes, we have a little bit of Ireland here in Tennessee. Oh, take it home. Thank you very much. Lovely. Every so often, I'm very lucky that songwriters send me songs. And this next song, the very first time I heard it, I knew that it was very special, and I wanted to record it. I hope you'll enjoy it. It's called Flying with Angels. What do you have, friend, in this world below? What kind of treasures do you have to show? If you were called, friend, your record to face, would you rest in peace in God's saving grace? Flying with angels, flying with friends, free from temptation, free from all sin, moving to mansions, waiting up there, flying with angels, a new home to share. I found great treasure in Jesus my King. He owns my soul, death, it has no more sting. I've got sweet peace, friend, His call will be great. I'll fly with the angels, oh, I just can't wait. Flying with angels, flying with friends, free from temptation, free from all sin, moving to mansions, waiting up there, flying with angels, a new home to share. Flying with angels, a new home to share. Thank you. What a beautiful song. Everybody now. Hey, Mr. Moon, won't you shine your light on me? I'm waiting tonight for my baby. It's late and it's dark. She'll be coming home real soon. So please, won't you help me, Mr. Moon? My baby, she's everything, she means the world to me. She's the cream in my coffee, the sugar in my tea. She's sweet and she's charming like a summer's day in June. So please, won't you help me, Mr. Moon? I met her out walking there, and then I realized that my heart was taken when I looked into her eyes. She smiled and left me floating like a great big birthday balloon. So please, won't you help me, Mr. Moon? Oh, hey, Mr. Moon, won't you shine your light on me? I'm waiting tonight for my baby. It's late and it's dark. She'll be coming home real soon. So please won't you help me, Mr. Moon? Oh, Kevin Sheeran on the guitar. Take it away, Ron. My baby likes to laugh, she likes to have for fun. She likes to leave her hair down when her day is done. She likes to sing and dance, she's as crazy as a loon. So please won't you help me, Mr. Moon? I'm meeting her tonight at the place where lovers meet, and I'll ask her for her hand, and I'll sweep her off her feet. Then we'll sit beneath the stars by the lake upon the dune. So please won't you help me, Mr. Moon? Mr. Moon. Oh hey, Mr. Moon, won't you shine your light on me? I'm waiting tonight for my baby. It's late and it's dark, she'll be coming home real soon. So please won't you help me, Mr. Moon? Oh please won't you help me? Won't you help me, help me, help me? Oh please won't you help me, Mr. Moon? Thank you very much. Oh, lovely. Oh, thank you. Now, since I think almost half of you have never been to see us before, I promised I wouldn't do this, but I think I should tell them about the day that Paddy and... Should I? Johnny went into town. It'll only take me a minute. The rest of you, if you've heard it already, you can go to the bathroom. Out the front door, turn to the left, there's a set of bushes on the right-hand side. Okay? Well, just to tell you, Paddy and Johnny, yeah. Paddy went into town one day, and as he was going up the street, didn't he meet Johnny coming down? And when Johnny saw Paddy, he said to Paddy, he says, what happened? Paddy had a big black eye. And he says, Johnny, he says, wait till I tell you, he says, what happened to me. He says, I was at chapel last Sunday. He says, I was sitting 3 rows from the back. Mrs. Murphy, she was sitting in front of me. I hope she's not here this evening. He says, all was going well till it came time for us to say the Lord's Prayer, and we all stood up. And when Mrs. Murphy stood up, Johnny, she had one of them wee summer dresses on her, you know, it being summertime. And when she stood up, it was kind of tucked in, if you know what I mean. I'll bet you're amazed that I do all my own stunts. Well, let me tell you, it's one thing tucking it in, it's another thing keeping it in. Anyway, Paddy says, you know, Johnny, he says, when I saw Mrs. Murphy getting up in her dress tucked in, I thought to myself, well, Mrs. Murphy won't want to go and get communion with her dress tucked in like that. So I reached forward and I pulled it out. And when I pulled it out, she turned and she gave me one. And Johnny said, you won't be doing that again. Oh, he says, no, he says, you better believe it. So that was fine. A couple of weeks passed and Johnny had to go into town again, and lo and behold, as he was going up the street, if he didn't see Paddy coming, walking towards him. And when he got up close to Paddy, the other eye, it was sitting out here. And Johnny says, what happened to this, Tim, Paddy? Oh, he says, wait till I tell you, he said. I was at chapel again last Sunday, sitting in the same seat 3 rows from the back. Mrs. Murphy, she was in her seat in front of me. He says, all went well till it came time for the Lord's Prayer, and we all stood up. And when Mrs. Murphy stood up, Johnny, she had the same summer dress on her, and it was tucked in the very same way. And Johnny said, surely you didn't. He says, no. He says, I did not, he said. But he says, Jimmy Doyle, he says, was sitting beside me. And when he saw Mrs. Murphy getting up in her dress tucked in, he reached forward and he pulled it out. And he said, Johnny, he says, I knew from past experience that Mrs. Murphy didn't like it out, so I tucked it back in. Oh, dear. Oh, you thought I'd retired, Mrs. Murphy. You never know when she's going to appear. You know, every time I tell that, I know how it's going to finish, and I get a kick out of it myself. Can you just picture it? And I have been that soldier. I was at chapel one day, and a woman got up, and it was tucked in, and I wasn't even tempted. Not even tempted. We're going to do a song now, ladies and gentlemen. This song is one of our very old Irish ballads. It goes something like this. Last night, as I lay on my pillow, a vision came into my view of a ship sailing over the ocean, and the wind so tremendously blue. On the deck stood a beautiful maiden, whose features I'd ne'er seen before. She sobbed for the wrongs of her country as she sailed out from Erin's green shore.
My name, it is Eileen McManus. My age, it is scarcely 18. And I thank you, dear sir, for your kindness. For you don't know how lonely I've been. For the want of employment in Ireland, I was forced as an exile to roam, far away from my home in Killarney, the place where the green shamrocks grow.
It was then I awoke from my slumber to miss my sweet Eileen O'Cree. It was only the face of my mother, with a fond smile stood gazing at me. Now the ship on the ocean has vanished. In fancy I see her no more. My beautiful Eileen McManus, the pride of old Erin's green shore. My beautiful Eileen McManus, the pride of old Erin's green shore. Ladies and gentlemen, my singing partner for almost 26 years, Miss Mary Duff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
The tears I cried for you could fill an ocean, but you don't care how many tears I cried running back for more. 'Cause everybody's somebody's fool. Everybody's somebody's plaything. And there are no exceptions to the rule. Everybody's somebody's fool. Yes, everybody's somebody's fool. Thank you. Thank you very much, and a very good evening, everybody. It's absolutely wonderful to be here with you. Hope you're all going to have a great, great time with us. And I'd love to continue now singing a song which was originally recorded by one of my all-time favourite female country artists, the late and great Patsy Cline. Love that runs away from me, dreams that just won't let me be, blues that keep on bothering me, chains that just won't set me free, too far away from you and all your charms, just out of reach of my two open arms. Each night in dreams I see your face, memories time cannot erase. Then I awake and find you gone. I'm so blue and all alone, so far away from lips so sweet and warm, just out of reach of my two open arms. That lonesome feeling all the time, knowing you cannot be mine, dreams that hurt me in my sleep, vows that we could never keep, so far away from lips so sweet and warm, just out of reach of my two open arms, just out of reach of my two open arms.
Mary Duff, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. I met a girl out in the hills who gave my lonely heart a thrill. Her beauty seemed just like a breath of spring. And when I looked into her eyes, I thought of blue as summer skies. When I held her hand in mine, I heard a bluebird sing. They sang, oh, wondering
if he'll love her,
will she marry?
marry if he'll ask her,
Will her heart beat
true for him for
then and evermore? And when she's lonely,
lonely is he near her,
when there's sadness,
will he cheer her,
will they always
always be together
until in death they they part. I courted her for months on end until she promised we would wed. We planned on being married in the spring. All through the long cold winter months it seemed like spring would never come. And every gloomy winter day I heard the bluebirds sing. They sang of waiting,
Waiting for the flower.
oh, and of counting,
Counting every hour.
till the bluebird
Chirps his welcome.
into the world once more. And though we're
Waiting for the sunshine.
we keep hating
Hating every storm cloud.
that has
Gathered for the mountain.
to keep us far apart. Yeah. And when at last spring touched the earth, we married in the village church. Our wedding seemed just like a dream come true. So many years have come and gone, our love is still as true and strong as when I found her long ago. And still the bluebirds sing, they sang of loving,
Loving every hour.
oh, that I'm married,
Married to my flower.
we'll be happy
Happy ever after.
since the day we met. And though we're older,
Older love is sweeter.
when we grow fonder,
Fonder of each other.
we'll be sweethearts
Sweethearts close together.
until the end of time. Mary Duff, ladies and gentlemen. Mary will be back. We're going to do a song this time, ladies and gentlemen. This is a song we have just recorded. And I want to send it out to all of the good people in Cape Breton and Nova Scotia. And as we sing it, we want to remember the great Rita McNeil. I see the mountains, feel the salt air. I have reasons to behold all the wonders that never cease to be. You're as timeless as the water. You're as gentle as the fields. I caress you, oh Cape Breton, in my dreams. And you never let the hard times take away your soul. And you stop the tears from falling as you watched the young ones go. You're as peaceful as a clear day. You're as rugged as the seas. I caress you, oh Cape Breton, in my dreams. And home I'll be, home I'll be. Banish thoughts of leaving, home I'll be. I see the blue lakes, feel the passion. I have reasons to believe there are places that will bring you to your knees. I hear voices, they are calling. I have reason to pay heed. I caress you, oh Cape Breton, in my dreams. And home I'll be, home I'll be. Banished thoughts of leaving, home I'll be. And home I'll be, home I'll be. Banished thoughts of leaving, home I'll be. Banished thoughts of leaving, home I'll be. Thank you. Thank you very much. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. That's what my mama told me when I was about knee high. She said, son, be a proud man and hold your head up high. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. All through the years that I grew up, Ma taught these things to me. But I was young and foolish then and much too blind to see. I ignored the things she said as if I'd never heard. Now I see and understand the wisdom of her words. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. That's what my mama told me when I was about knee high. She said, son, be a proud man and hold your head up high. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. I started going places where the youngsters shouldn't go. I got to know the kind of girls it's better not to know. I fell in with a bad crowd and laughed and drank with them. Through the laughter, mama's words would echo now and then. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. That's what my mama told me when I was about knee high. She said, son, be a proud man and hold your head up high. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. I got in trouble with the law and I'm in prison now. Through these prison bars I see things so much different now. I have 1 year left to serve, and when my time is done, I'll walk tall and straight and make Ma proud to call me son. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. That's what my mama told me when I was about knee high. She said, son, be a proud man and hold your head up high. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. Walk tall, walk straight and look the world right in the eye. Walk tall. Oh, boy. Thank you very much. This next song, ladies and gentlemen, is a song that I just came to know a number of months ago. I was at a function, and a lady called Mary Darcy got up and sang this song. And when she had finished it, I said to her, Mary, that's just beautiful. And she told me the story that her husband, Des, had written it for her. He had a terminal illness, And she came in one night after doing a show, and he was there, and he said, Mary, he says, I don't know if I'm going to make our anniversary, so I wrote you this song. May I say thanks for the years gone by and all that you've been to me. Today's our day, let's relive the past. It's our anniversary. I still remember the vows we made, that our love would always be. With God's help, it's been and it stayed that way. It's our anniversary. We've had our good times, we've had our bad times, we've had our ups and downs. I never worried when skies fell on me. You were always around. The greatest gift in the world you gave to me so willingly. So bless you and keep you through years to come. It's our anniversary. We've had our good times, we've had our bad times, we've had our ups and downs. I never worried when skies fell on me. You were always around. The greatest gift in the world you gave to me so willingly. So bless you and keep you through years to come. I love you, please always love me. It's our anniversary. Thank you. Isn't that a beautiful song? Thank you very much. The sun's in the sky and you're by my side. These are perfect days. The wind blows your hair, no worries or no cares. Yes, these are perfect days. Nothing might happen right out of the blue. No words can tell you how much I love you. But the sun's in the sky and you're by my side. These are perfect days. We lie by the fire, crack open the wine. These are are perfect days. I'll wake at the dawn with you in my arms. Yes, these are perfect days. Nothing might happen right out of the blue. No words can tell you how much I love you. But the sun's in the sky and you're by my side. These are perfect days. These are perfect days. Yes, these are perfect days. Perfect days with your smiling face. Perfect days in our own special place. As we walk hand in hand, we both understand these are perfect days. Yes, these are perfect days. Thank you. Thank you very much. Are you all okay down there? Everybody okay? I want to tell you a wee story about a couple of men that lived beside us at home. There were two brothers, you know, and they lived kind of out behind the hill, way out from the hub of activity. And they were very happy living out there. They weren't bothered by the modern way of life. They had no television or no telephone, and certainly didn't know what computers were all about, but they were real contented. And one day, the mailman came, and he had with him, you know them catalogues that you get in the mail sometimes, whether you want them or not. And this one had sold all women's clothes. Do you get them here in the mail? Yeah, sometimes. Well, they were going out to all the houses at home, and the two boys, they got 1, 2 in the mail. So Paddy was there when the mailman left the package, and he opened it up, and he was looking through it, and he had never seen anything like this before. And just as he had opened and looked at a few pages, Mick, his brother, came walking in the door, and Paddy says, Mick, he says, come over here quick, he says. There's a book after coming in the mail, he says, and there's women for sale in it. So Mick went over right away and he took the book. Well, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. He says to Paddy, he says, we'll buy 2 of them, Paddy. And Paddy says, no, he says, we'll only buy the one. You never know, she might be hard to get along with. We'll get one, and then if we get on well with the one, we can always send away for a second one. So the two of them did nothing, only sit down at the kitchen table, and they started looking through the book, you know, to see which one would they send away for. So they were going through page after page, and the two of them just stopped on this particular page where this picture was. They knew this was the girl for them. They didn't need to look at another one. So anyway, as best they could, their education wasn't terrific, but as best they could, they went to the back of the book and they found the form that you fill in, you know, to send away for whatever you want. So they got the form and they filled in, as I said, best way they knew how, and they just said they wanted just the one on whatever page she was on. That was the one they wanted, just her. So anyway, they put in the $19.99 or whatever she was going to cost, you know, and they sent off the envelope, and boy, they were so excited. I couldn't begin to tell you the excitement they had. But anyway, you know, they were very innocent, I suppose, these two guys. But even though they lived far away out from the town, their house was never empty. There were always people visiting because they always had fun. And sometimes the young people used to visit them, and they would tell them things that wasn't true, and, you know, just tell them lies, not vindictively, but just to get fun out of the two brothers. So a group of young lads arrived that evening, and the two boys, they made the mistake of telling these young fellas about the book they got and about the women for sale and that they sent away for this particular one. Well, the young lads didn't make them a bit the wiser. They just kept them going about this woman they were going to get and all the excitement and everything. So anyway, about a month after the envelope was mailed off, Paddy was in the town and he met one of the young guys. He was kind of a smart fella, you know, that was there and knew all about the woman. And he said to Paddy, he says, Paddy, he says, is there any sign, he said, of that woman coming that you sent away for? Oh, Paddy says, she'll be here any day now, he says. Her clothes came yesterday. Oh, boy, can you just imagine it? Oh, there they were. Can you just see them looking at the clothes to see what shape she was going to be? Oh, it'll be wonderful. There we are. Oh, that's great. Oh, dear. I'll have another wee seat here. This next song, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to do, we recorded a few years ago. It became the title track of our album for that year. It's called Moon Over Ireland. There's a moon over Ireland, comes in from the sea, across the mountains and valleys, where the rivers run free. From the days of my childhood, oh, I've always known there's a moon over Ireland that shines on my home. Go down the one road from Cork to Killarney and follow it on to Tralee, and you won't be tongue-tied when you kiss the Blarney. There's no fairer place you can be. I love you, Galway, Limerick and Derry, Sligo and Monaghan, Mayo and Clare. They say it's a long, long way to Tipperary, but that doesn't matter to me. I miss the Shannon, the hills of Roscommon, the green fields in my memory. And I want to tell all my friends and my family in Donegal I'm coming home. I love you, Galway, Limerick and Derry, Sligo and Monaghan, Mayo and Clare. They say it's a long, long way to Tipperary, but that doesn't matter to me. There's a moon over Ireland, comes in from the sea, across the mountains and valleys, where the rivers run free. From the days of my childhood, oh, I've always known there's a moon over Ireland that shines on my home. There's a moon over Ireland that shines on my home. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome back one more time the lovely Miss Mary Duff. Thank you, Mary.
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometimes. When you take, you gotta give. So live and let live or let go. Oh, 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 I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could promise you things like big diamond rings, but you don't find roses growing on stalks of clover. So you better think it over. Well, if sweet talking you could make it come true, I would give you the world right now on a silver platter. But what would it matter? So smile for a while and let's be jolly. Love shouldn't be so melancholy. Come along and share the good times while we can. I beg your pardon. Sing with us. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometimes. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could sing you a tune and promise you the moon, but if that's what it takes to hold you, I'd just as soon let you go. But there's one thing I want you to know. You better look before you leap. Still waters run deep, and there won't always be someone there to pull you out. And you know what I'm talking about. So smile for a while and let's be jolly. Love shouldn't be so melancholy. Come along and share the good times while we can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometimes. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometimes. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden.
Sunday morning, up with the lark. I think I'll take a walk in the park. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. I've got someone waiting for me. Oh, when I see her, I know that she'll say, hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Hi, 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 beautiful Sunday. Everybody, this is my beautiful day. beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh, my, what a beautiful day. Everybody now, oh, let's see those hands clap. Where it began, I can't begin to knowin', but then I know it's a growing strong. 'Twas in the spring, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Everybody now, hands, everybody, a touching hand, reaching out, a touching me, a touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, a good times never seem so good. To believe they never would. Sweet Caroline, I met her on a Monday and my heart stood still. Da-do-run, run, run, da-do-run, run. Somebody told me that her name was Jill. Da-do-run, run, run, da-do-run, run. Yes, my heart stood still. Yes, her name was Jill. And when I walked her home, da-do-run, run, run, da-do-run, run. She knew what she was doing when she caught my eye. Da-do-run, run, run, da-do-run, run. She looked so quiet, but my oh my. Da-do-run, run, run, da-do-run, run. Yes, she caught my eye. Yes, my oh my. And when I walked her home, da-do-run, run, run, da-do-run, run. Da-do-run, run, run, da-do-run, run. Oh, we're gonna take a break now. Don't you go nowhere. We'll be back. He couldn't move a mountain or pull down a big old tree, but my daddy became a mighty big man with a simple philosophy. He said, do what you do well, boy. Do what you do well. Give your love and all of your heart, and do what you do well. Sometimes he'd kiss my mother and hold her tenderly. Then he'd look across the top of her head and he'd wink and say to me, he said, do what you do well, boy. Do what you do well. Give your love and all of your heart, and do what you do well. Now he was a man of laughter, but if tragedy came by, the tears ran free. He'd say to me, never be afraid to cry. Today I still remember, just like yesterday, about a mighty big man with a mighty big heart and a mighty few words to say. What'd he say? He said, do what you do, do well, boy. Do what you do, do well. Give your love and all of your heart and do what you do, do well. Just give your love and all of your heart and do what you do, do well. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you're probably saying to yourselves, boy, have they aged so much since their last special that they have to sit down halfway through the show. Well, maybe there's a little bit of truth in that. There have been some significant birthdays in the not too distant past. John had one, and I had one, and Leon had one, but yes, we don't talk about Leon's significance, but I will tell you, Leon, I think you look even better than you did when you were in your 50s. Now, the reason that we're all sitting down here, ladies and gentlemen, we have spent a lot of years together, all of us. Nigel on the drums is the most recent member to join the band. He's been with us for just over 4 years, and we're glad to have him. But all of the rest of us, we have been singing, traveling, and recording together since 1988. A long, long time. And we have been very, very lucky to enjoy so much success. And every year, usually when we're in Branson, Missouri, we go there every year in November, we all gather together in one of the apartments that we stay in, and we have a good old party. And we sing songs, get one another to sing songs, play music, tell stories, and we have a really good night together. And at these parties, I say every time, you know, I think the people that come to our shows would love to be at one of our parties. So tonight we decided we'd have the party right here, and you're all invited. We're going to continue with a song now that we recorded just a couple of years ago. I don't know why it took me so long to record this song, because we think it's just beautiful. And we know that you will too. The gable wall is all that's left now. The old thatch cottage has fallen down. I dry my eyes as I fondly remember the days of long ago when I was young. In my father's house we were poor but rich in love. No TV, but music there was plenty of. My mama hummed old melodies and we all sang along. In my father's house when I was young. You know, folks, we have a lot of great songwriters in Ireland, but there's none better than the writer of this very song that we're singing. And we're delighted that he's right here on stage with us. Mr. Kevin Sheeran, ladies and gentlemen. Take it away, Kevin. Just the way you wrote it.
The years have passed and times are changing. The rambling house has almost gone.
Lovely, Kevin.
But still I hear the laughter of children just like long ago when I was young. In my father's house, we were poor but rich in love. No TV, but good times there were plenty of. We made the best of what we had, and we sang a happy song. In my father's house, when I was young. In my father's house, when I was young.
Lovely, Kevin. Thank you. Oh, that's lovely. Obviously, that song is written about Kevin's home and his growing up years. When did you write it, Kevin?
In 1987.
87. Kevin's family, all his brothers, sisters, nieces and nephews, they all sing and play music. To be in the presence of the Sheerans is something to behold, and we're delighted, Kevin, that you're part of our group. Kevin Sheeran.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Lovely. Mary, will you do us the honour of singing one of our favourites? I love this one. I just love it.
On a Sunday, the vows that I make, I break them on a Monday. The rest of the week, I do as I please. Then comes Sunday morning, I pray on my knees. But I need you so. Please won't you hurry and help me turn back from the path I have trod. You'll never be sorry, dear God.
Oh, that's lovely. That's another Patsy Cline
That's
song.
another Patsy Cline.
Just beautiful. Isn't it lovely, folks?
Each day we read in the papers of the carryings on of some of our neighbors. They're cheating and lying and forgetting their faith, but they the nerve to ask God, are we late? Dear God, I know I'm not worthy, but I need you so. Please won't you hurry and help me turn back from the path I have trod. You'll never be sorry, dear God. No, you'll never be sorry, dear God.
Fantastic. Very done. Oh, that's lovely. Great all together. How are you doing, Grandad? Are you ready, Grandad? Come on, it's your turn. Sometimes he forgets nowadays, you know. Somewhere, my love, there will be songs to sing La, la, la. This is when you don't know the words of the party. La, 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 la. Everybody. Someday we'll meet again, my love. Someday, whenever the spring breaks through. Till then, my sweet, think of me now and then. Godspeed, my love, till you are mine again. Oh, lovely. Come on, girls. Let's see if we can get it right tonight. Roll out the barrel, we'll have an hour of fun. Roll out the barrel, we got the blues on the run. Sing, boom, terrano, sing out a song of the cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here. Oh boy, there's life in the old boy yet. Good job, Ronnie. Come on down here, Nigel. Nigel with Leon and Trina do all of our backing vocals, and we are lucky to enjoy them many times at our parties, and we want them to go out front and sing one of our favorites right now. I'm going to go over here to get a good look at them. Mary, you can go that way if you like.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cried. Don't take that airplane ride, for you locked me out of your mind and left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight.
Fantastic. How good is that, folks? And how lucky are we to have such talent with us. Well done. John and myself, we have known one another for a long time. The very first record I made back in 1983, John was in the studio band that backed me up, and we've been friends ever since. And sometimes, as well as traveling the world as you see us here tonight, back at home, John and I, we go out just the two of ourselves every so often, and we do, well, we call it nixers. I don't know what you call it here. You know when you do something and you get paid but you don't declare the money? Well, sometimes we do that. A few nights ago, somebody shouted up, "That's called illegal." But every so often, John and I, we go out and we do shows for charity, and we sing songs just like this one. Are we ready, John?
I think so.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh Lord, it's so hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's so hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. I used to have a girlfriend, but I guess she just couldn't compete with all of those love-hungry women who keep crawling around at my feet.
Some folks say that I'm egotistical.
Can you spell that, John?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, I don't know either.
But I guess it has something to do with the way that I fill out my skin-tight blue jeans.
Oh, Lord, it's so hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's so hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Oh Lord, it's so hard to be humble, but we're doing the best that we can. Good job, John. Oh, what do you like? He never misses an opportunity. Good on you, Ron. Stephen over here is our band leader, and he does all of our arrangements on the road. We're really proud of him. Stephen Miller. Thank you, Steve. Stephen he's not really at the party. He has too much stuff to take over here. He's kind of, but never mind, Steve. Whenever the buffet comes, we'll throw you some chicken legs. You'll be all right. Oh, dear. Are you all okay? I wonder, would you ever have heard, you wouldn't have heard because it happened at home, about the young couple that moved to the country. Did you hear about them? Well, they were born in the city, these two, and they got married. And they wanted to move to the country and buy a farm. That was their greatest wish. And they gathered up enough money to buy a farm. It wasn't a very big one, but big enough to get started. And boy, they were so happy. But when they had everything paid for, there was very little left, to stock the farm. In fact, they had hardly any money left. But they had enough just to buy a pig. They bought an old sow. And I suppose I don't need to tell you the sow is no good on her own. She needs company to make things happen. But they just didn't have the money to buy the boar. They had to just, do with the sow. And on talking to some of the neighbours, the young guy, he learned that there was a very established farmer that lived about a mile away. And he had lots of animals, and he had a boar, and he was a real nice man, and that maybe if he went and spoke to this farmer, that they could arrange a meeting, So anyway, he went one day and he got chatting to this man, and he was a really nice gentleman. And when the young fella told him his, predicament, he said, "Son," he says, "don't you worry about a thing." He says, "You just bring your sow down here on Monday morning and we'll sort everything out." So boy, the young guy, he was just thrilled. So he could hardly wait for the weekend to be over, and he got up early Monday morning, he got organized, and he went out and he got the sow out, and he was looking at her, and he thought, a mile was a long ways for her to walk. She was old, but she was willing. But he knew the mile would be too much, so he didn't have any tractor or anything, any kind of, equipment like that. But he remembered that he saw when he was looking through the old barn that there was a wheelbarrow in there. So he went and he got the wheelbarrow and he got it out and dusted it off, and he put the sow in the wheelbarrow, and off he went, pushing her down the road in the wheelbarrow, down till he got to the farm. And the farmer was waiting on him when he arrived, true to his word, and they got the sow out and put her in along with the boar. And the older man said, "Now, son," he says, "we'll leave her there all day. You come back about 5 o'clock this evening and we'll see how things progressed, So anyway, the young boy went away and he came back about 5, and the older man said, "Now, son," he says, "when you get up tomorrow morning," he said, and you see her in the yard," he says, "if she's got everything dug up around her and she's all busy and agitated, then everything's good. The job is a good job. But if she's just lying like this, not paying attention to anything, you're going to have to bring her back tomorrow again." So the young fella got the sow back into the wheelbarrow, and off he went up the road. And boy, it was heavy coming down in the morning, but she was twice as heavy on the way back, I'll tell you. It was getting heavier. But he got her back anyway and went away to bed that night. And boy, he was so excited he could hardly wait to get up in the morning. He got up and he went over to the window and he pulled back the drapes and looked out to see what she was doing. There she was, just lying like this, not a bit of movement. Well, he had nothing to do, only go down and get the wheelbarrow out and put her into the wheelbarrow, and off he went down. Well, I better go the right direction. I was going. It'd be terrible to go a mile that way and have to push her back again. So off he went anyway, down the road. Boy, it was tough pushing her. But anyway, the farmer saw him coming and he got out and he was ready, and he knew that there was more work to be done. So they got the sow out and along with the boar again another time. And he said, "Son, same thing, we'll leave her there all day. You come back about 5. So the young guy came back at 5, and the older man said, "Now, son," he says, "I'm afraid it's the same thing." He says, "Tomorrow when you get up, if she's all busy, you don't have to bring her back no more and everything's dug up. But if she's just lying there doing nothing, you'll have to bring her back again." So young fella put the sow into the wheelbarrow and off he went again, back up. And boy, he was getting so tired. But anyway, it was worth it, he thought. And got up the next morning, over to the window, looked at there she was, just lying like this, no movement. So every day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it was the same story. Down the road in the wheelbarrow, up in the morning, look out, and there she was, lying, no movement. So come Saturday, boy, the young guy, he was just about dead from pushing this sow up and down the road all week. And he just couldn't get out of bed. So his wife got up and he said, "Honey," he said, "would you ever go to the window," he says, "and look out to see what she's doing today?" So the wife went over to the window and she pulled back the drapes and she says, "Oh my goodness." And he said, "Has she got everything dug up?" No, his wife said, "She's sitting in the wheelbarrow." Oh boy. Oh, that old sow knew what it was all about, I'll tell you. Yeah. And I'd say the boar was glad to hear the wheelbarrow coming every day. Absolutely. Oh, dear. Are you ready with your bow round there? Come on, Ronnie and Kevin, play us a wee tune. Let us go there. All right. Thank you, Mary. Good job. Now we have a lot of requests, but because we're doing all the filming tonight, we decided not to do any dedications. But I did notice that a lady called Helen, and I hope I'm going to say her last name right, Boskovich. Is there somebody by that name here? Helen? Helen is celebrating her 90th birthday with us. How you doing, Helen? Hi, everybody. Okay. Don't you be tempted to touch anything that doesn't belong to you now. Happy birthday. Boy, you look good. I know you do. It's lovely to see you. How are you?
Pardon?
How are you doing? Good.
I'm doing wonderful.
Boy, you look so good. My word, I can't believe you couldn't be 90, are you? My word. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And many more birthdays. Good. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Hello. There we are. Oh, boy, I didn't see the stairs. I could have walked down. I didn't need to jump. Oh, boy. Yes, I was Irish. I had to learn the second time to be sure, to be sure. There we are. Oh, good. Mary, will we do one of our favorites?
I will.
Together again, my tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now at an end. The key to my heart you hold in your hand, and nothing else matters now, 'cause we're together again. Together again. The gray skies are gone. You're back in my arms, now where you belong. The love that we knew is living again, and nothing else matters now, 'cause we're together again. Miss Duff, may I have the pleasure?
Of course.
Together again, my tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now at an end. The love that we knew is living again, and nothing else matters now, 'cause we're together again. No, nothing else matters now, 'cause we're together again. Thank you very much. Oh, lovely. Let's go out in a blaze of glory. All good things must end, like two heroes in a story. Let's go out like we came in a blaze of glory. Here we are, broken hearted. We thought our love would never end.
'Cause we fell hard when we first started, falling out like we fell in.
Let's go out in a blaze of glory. All good things must end, like two heroes in a story. Let's go out like we came in a blaze of glory. Let's not lie and hurt each other. That could be our worst mistake.
But once again, let's act like lovers. One more time for old time's sake.
Let's go out in a blaze of glory. All good things must end, like two heroes in a story. Let's go out like we came in a blaze of glory. Let's go out in a blaze of glory. All good things must end, like two heroes in a story. Let's go out like we came in a blaze of glory. How about it for all these wonderfully talented people? Thank you very much. Are we all okay? How'd you enjoy the party? Some of you are probably saying to yourselves, boy, that was a very dry party. Well, it wasn't a real Irish party here because I watch them leaving, if it's in our apartment sometimes, and this is how they walk. Just in case they would spill anything, you know. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, you know, down through the years we have recorded so many wonderful, tried and tested songs. And this one takes us back to, well, a movie many years ago. See if you remember. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a guitarandella. When the stars make you drool, just like pasta fazool, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. Oh, when you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Excuse me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. Everybody sing this time. Oh, when hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
That's amore.
When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine. That's
amore.
Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella.
Lucky fella.
When the stars make you drool, just like pasta fazool.
That's amore.
When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. Oh, when you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusi me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore.
Amore.
That's amore. Thank you very much. Isn't that a great old song? You know, ladies and gentlemen, we're going back to doing a song now that I know you will never have heard. Back at home, in the past few years, there have been a group of wonderful young singers started out in the music business. And one of them is a terrific songwriter. His name is Derek Ryan. And you know Derek, do you? And he very kindly gave me a couple of his songs to record. And this is one of them that I think you will enjoy. It's called God's Plan. We all set out to find true love, to meet someone special, like they're sent from above, to have and to hold together, growing old, to love for the rest of our lives. It's all part of God's plan, my love. You are my woman, and I am your man. It's all part of God's plan, my love. Joining our hearts till death do us part, living forever, God's plan. I knew when I met you, you would be my wife. I felt like I'd known you every day of my life. Your blue eyes saw right to my wondering soul and guided me all the way home. It was all part of God's plan, my love. You are my woman, and I am your man. It's all part of God's plan, my love. Joining our hearts till death do us part, living forever, God's plan. One more time on those strings, Mr. Stephen Murphy. Thank you, Stephen. storms in each other's arms, living forever God's plan. Thank you. Very good. Ronnie, have you got your accordion? Are you ready? Any Elvis fans here tonight? Can't you see I love you? Please don't break my heart in two. That's not hard to do, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. And if you say goodbye, I know that I would cry. Maybe I would die, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. 'Cause I'm not made of wood, and I don't have a wooden heart. Muss denn, zum steht den aus, steht den aus, und du mein Schatz bleib. These are European steps. Muss denn, zum steht den aus, steht den aus, und du mein Schatz bleib still. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. 'Cause I'm not made of wood, and I don't have a word. Will we sing a bit in Irish? Are you ready? La la la, la la la, la 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 la. I'll do the difficult part. La 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 la, la la la. Boy, you're good at the Irish. La la, la 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 la la. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. 'Cause I'm not made of wood, and I don't have a wooden heart. Thank you very much. Oh, lovely. Did you hear about the time? Did I tell them already about the time Paddy and Mary went out for the night? Did I tell you already tonight? No? Did you hear about the time they went out? Are you sure? Are you all right still upstairs? Well, Paddy and Mary, the two of them, were going out for a night. And I don't know, was it a regular occurrence or just a one-off deal? But anyway, it was time for them to get ready, and they went away upstairs to the bedroom to get organised. And Mary, she went into the shower, and she was getting all spruced up. And when she was finished her shower, she shouted out to Paddy. He was in the bedroom. She says, "Paddy," she says, "will you close them blinds?" She says, "before I come out." She said, "I don't want the neighbours to see me." And Paddy shouted back, he says, "Oh," he says, "come on out." He says, "if the neighbours see you, they'll close their own blinds." I needn't tell you his funeral was 3 days later. We're going to do a song now, ladies and gentlemen. There have been many, many big hits musically in Ireland, but this song, whether you know it or not, it is the biggest hit that Ireland has ever known. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. But she lived and hoped and prayed for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Thank you very much. Will you welcome back one more time Miss Mary Duff, everybody?
I remember Daddy's hands folded silently in prayer and reaching out to hold me
Mary Duff, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mary. Lovely. Oh, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song brings me back to nights in the Viking House Hotel and an old man called John Rosie and a lady called Mary Charlie. Both are gone to their eternal reward, but they sang this song, and this is where I learned it. South of the border, down Mexico way, that's where I fell in love when stars above came out to play. And now as I wonder, my thoughts ever stray south of the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace. Just for a tender while I kissed the smile upon her face, for it was fiesta and we were so gay. South of the border, down a Mexico way. Then she sighed as she whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. And I lied as I whispered mañana, for our tomorrow never came. South of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white by candlelight she knelt to pray. The mission bells told me that I mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. Everybody. Oh, you remember that one? Well, if you remember that one, I think you might remember this one. It'll take you back to maybe that prom night, maybe a pink carnation, or even a white sport coat. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm all dressed up for the dance. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm in the mood for romance. Once you told me long ago, to the prom with me you'd go. Now you've changed your mind, it seems. Someone else will hold my dreams. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm in a blue mood. Want to hear everybody sing with me this time? A white sport coat and a pink. I'm all dressed up for the dance. And again. A white and a pink carnation. I'm in the mood for romance. Once you told me long ago, to the prom with me you'd go. Now you've changed your mind, it seems. Someone else will hold my dreams. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm in a blue, blue mood.
Thank you. Oh, I hope you remember this one too. This was a big hit for us back at home in 1992. I don't want to be the one who hesitates, be too shy, wait too late. I don't care what they say other lovers do. I just want to dance with you. Well, I got a feeling that you got a heart like mine, so let it show, let it shine. If we get a chance to make one heart of two, I just want to dance with you. I want to dance with you, twirl you all around the floor. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance with you. I want to dance with you, hold you in my arms once more. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance with you. These are Spanish steps. I caught you looking at me when I looked at you. Yes, I did. You know that's true. You don't get embarrassed by the things I do. I just want to dance with you. Now the boys are playing softly and the girls are too. So am I, oh, and so are you. If this was the movies, we'd be right on cue. I just want to hear everybody sing this time. I want to twirl you all around the floor. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance. Oh, dancing with the stars, here I come. I want to dance with you, hold you in my arms once more. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance with you. Oh, I just want to dance with you. That was a pirouette. Everybody now. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go all together. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. God bless her. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart lies there. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile. Now that's the style. Oh, what's the use of worrying? It's never worth your while. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. If you're Irish,
come into the parlor, sure there's a welcome there for you. If your name is Timothy or Pat, sure as long as you come from Ireland, there's a welcome on the mat. And if you come from the mountains of Moher or Killarney's lakes so blue, we'll sing you a song, we'll make a fuss. Who of you are, you're one of us. If you're Irish, this is the place for you. Around the house and mind the dressing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for a wonderful evening. Did you have a good time? Well, we want to thank everybody here at the Macomb Centre for Performing Arts for giving us the opportunity to come and meet you. We'd like to thank all of the people behind the scenes. Would you give them a great big round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making this such a wonderful evening. Thank you for always being there. For the past 30 years, I have asked people all over the world if they would do something for me, but I'm going to ask you just one more time. Stand beside me, stand beside me, for if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me, you're the only one who ever made me care. There'll be times when everything goes wrong, but darling, I won't care if I know you're standing there. No matter what we have to do, together we can see it through. So stand beside me and I'll be standing right there. Everybody, stand beside me, stand beside me, for if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me, you're the only one who ever made me care. Yes, you're the only one who ever made me care. Thank you, good night, everybody. Thank you. Woo! Oh, let's see all those hands clap now. Are you ready? No, I mean, are you really ready? A 1, 2, 3, 4. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remembered Zion. Up by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remembered Zion.
So let the wicked
Carry us away in captivity, requiring of us a song. Now how can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
so let the wicked
Carry us away in captivity, requiring of us a song. Now how can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? Everybody. Ah, this time. Let the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight here tonight. Let the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight here tonight. Up by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remembered Zion. Up by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remembered Zion. Up by the rivers of Babylon. Thank you very much. What a wonderful audience. Thank you. We're going to leave you, as we almost always do, by leaving the final word to the one who is most important of all. Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works thy hands have made, I see the stars and I hear the roaring thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation to take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, how great thou art. Oh, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art. Thank you, good night, God bless, and safe home. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for a wonderful evening. Thank you. Let's hear it one more time for the lovely Miss Mary Duff, everybody. Mary Duff. Thank you, Mary. Oh, Mary, I hope we make another 26 years together. Mary Duff. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, here in the theater, and all of you at home. Good night. God bless. Until we see you, take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the star of our show, the one, the only, Mr. Daniel O'Donnell.